Welcome to Basic Questions for Christians. Today we're tackling a common challenge. The Bible is full of contradictions. You hear this a lot on social media, on birthday parties, or even in debates. But is that really true? Let's take a closer look with reason and a little honesty. If you are following this series, don't forget to subscribe because the next episode follows on directly from this one. I became a Christian around 1995 and have studied the Bible ever since. To say that I never found one strange thing would be a lie. Sometimes I read stuff I didn't understand or things that seemed to contradict other parts. Now just talk to someone who says to be skeptical about the Bible.
A skeptic. A person who is always ready to doubt or question the truth or existence of something.
Likely you will be told that the Bible contradicts itself. No, even better, you will be told that it contradicts itself hundreds of times. This is a claim that many just take for granted. However, when you ask for an example, they might say something like, well, there are so many contradictions, I don't even know where to begin. And as a result you end up with no example at all.
Nothing at all!
Quit it!
But this is strange, isn't it? I mean, many Christians read their Bible without seeing any contradictions at all. No worries, I will help you to discover them. But before we do that, I will give you some proper rules about how you should read the Bible or any other ancient literature for that matter. Alright, rule number 1. Context. Try to find out the information around the text. Who made the statement? When did they say it? Who did they say it to? Etc. This kind of information is needed to find out whether someone is talking to one or maybe more persons. You will find out that the one situation might not be the same in another text. Rule number 2. The context of a Bible verse. This is really rule number 1A. Cherry picking is something people like to do. You cannot pick one verse here and then another there and then compare them. You will end up with Jesus promoting killing. For example, Mark chapter 12 verse 7a, where Jesus says, "This is the heir, come on, let us kill him, and the inheritance will be ours." If you read the whole chapter, you'll find out that Jesus is actually telling a story. It is one of the bad guys in the story who is proposing this deed. So even though these words come from Jesus' mouth, he is not speaking on his own behalf, but is telling his listeners what the person in the story said. So you need to realize that writers, yes, and even the ancient writers, put things in a larger context. Verses belong to chapters, and chapters belong to complete works. The Bible isn't a bullet-pointed list of witty or sharp statements. The Bible is mostly a book of history, which means every story is part of a greater story, which we need to complete all of the context. Alright, and rule number 3. A contradiction must be based on what is said in the text. Let's say you'll find a contradiction in the Bible. Is it a real one? It must be based on what is being said, not on what we assume from what is not being said. When I tell you that my wife received a phone call while I was sitting on the couch, you might end up with a picture of me sitting on a couch next to her. Now my wife says to the person on the phone that I am not there with her. Is she lying? She might be blind or maybe very sleepy. No, none of these. I was indeed sitting on the couch, but not in the same room. Assuming that which is not being said is a tricky business.
It's tricky.
Likewise, the Bible only contains so many pages, and sometimes the authors leave out details that we wish we knew. Sometimes we fill in things that we think are missing. We are not talking about a valid contradiction if you end up with one by doing so. Rule number 4. Literary genre. Parts of the Bible is historical narrative, telling you what happened at a certain place